Welcome to my live in this evening, afternoon. Welcome to my Facebook friends, my lovely, lovely, wonderful subscribers, those who really, really look out for my videos. And I have a few really, really good followers who really look out for my videos and like my videos. And as you know, this channel is not about the amount of likes. I'm telling you, if we get if one person watches this video, then we're okay. But I had to do this video today because I had so much downloads today about what's taking place in our realm, what's revelations of what was hidden from us all that time. And I have to say, I love how the universe works. That not only one person getting revelations, everyone is coming up um, with this knowledge and understanding that just to show you that we're not separate from each other, and we're not separate from the creator of this world, the real creators, the true creators, not those who are running this realm at this time and charging us for water and light and taxes on a free earth. Not those. The real creator, we're still connected. As the scripture says, there's no separation. So the one that's been on my mind is what they have told us, what our body excretes is urine and feces and sweats. Um, those things are waste matter, and menstruation. Let me not forget menstruation. The taboo around menstruation. Um, I mean, back in the day, women couldn't even go to church. Women couldn't even go to church when they're having their menstruating. They couldn't. So I know that these properties that we excrete are vital for our it helps us. It helps us in the to navigate this realm. It helps us to navigate this realm. One way of telling is that that's why they give us so many synthetic stuff inside our bodies, and also they give us these medications that will show up as waste in our urine and our feces, and probably even in our menstruation. But there's good especially in our urine and our menstruation, as our feces can be used for electricity, and our feces can be used for energy. Let me tell you, our ancestors didn't waste anything. Nothing that came out of our body went to was wasted. And I know back in the day, if you do a lot of studies, they tell you that the castles and stuff back then, they didn't have toilets. So where was our waste going? Where was the waste going? And I know too, there's something that they banned called radon. Radon. And I think last year I got a download that I think in 80 there's this thing in I hope I get something in, and it just reminded me of radon. I think radon was used to eliminate waste in the body, what we call waste. So, as our society, this just proved that we have been dumbed down. We have been lied to for such a long time. And I think that mineral in 80, It sounds like radon, but it's not. But I think it's the same. It's the same thing. It's very, very, very. Um, I'm not saying precious because I think that's why they keep um, going after 80 for that mineral. I really do. I had visions. And don't ask me how I know about 80 because I just got visions about people taking stuff on the mountains and stuff. So, yeah, so our urine is important. And I'm thinking, my grandmother knew it. I grew up with my grandmother, and I remember when I had chicken pox, that was used as a bath to remove the itchiness, to remove the pimples, you know. And but in our society it's such a taboo, and what I got this morning, it's such a taboo to use urine for these things. But what I got this morning was um is when toilet the creation of toilet, is that the time when the earth that helps the earth fall in vibration, and the areas that have the most fertile land are those the ones that use some people call it outer house, and stuff like that, that the urine and the pee and everything goes straight to the earth and the earth recycle. We live in a circle, everyone. There's nothing is wasted. This is a circle of life. So this video wants you to take a second look at your urine. It has healing properties. I know you go to the doctor, they could tell, check your urine and see if you have infections and all that. I can't tell you what to do with your urine, but look at it differently. Look at I know in your urine they can tell the bilirubin, they can tell the function of your kidneys. They can tell um, a lot of things right now that I can't even bring to my, and that's coming to my memory. But creatinine, albumin, if it's any protein in your urine, it tells so much what's going to our body. And remember, whatever that is whatever we put in, and it hasn't been through our digestive system. All those stuff. Have they studied what the properties in the urine could help with your digestive system? Is there some stem cells in that can help to heal in ways that we don't understand? And even for menstruation also, there's a lot of stem cells. There's a lot of stem cells in menstruation. And listen, I am so close, but I'm gonna let the universe keep revealing to me that Jesus was a woman, and the blood cleansed, the blood healed, the blood delivers. And we talk about the blood of Jesus, it was talking about menstruation. It was talking about menstruation. Women used to pour their menstruation back into the earth. Everything goes back to the earth. Everything goes back to the earth. So now they want a system where we're dependent, and we think we're so modern with our indoor plumbing, and not knowing that that was just set up for as another oppression tactic. That was set up as another oppression tactic, to charge us for sewage, to charge us for water, and all that. So yeah, so that's what I think about what we call waste matter, our urine, our menstruation, and especially the menstruation, especially the menstruation. Oh my gosh, we have to go back and understand how the healing properties in menstruation. There's a lot of good things in menstruation. We just haven't been taught, and we have to depend on our higher selves and the universe to lead, the universe in a whole to lead us and show us the things that's been hidden from us. All right, so that was one of the download I got today. Another one was woman, woman. More and more, I'm beginning to think that it's our emotions. It's our emotions um, that's running this realm, that's keeping us in the state of bondage because as women we don't understand who we are. We don't understand the power that that's within us, that we exude um, on a day-to-day basis. We don't, so we give it to the wrong places. And a thing that came to me was movies. Look at the movies. Look at the movies. They put these men in there, and these men that we watch in the movies are highly masculine. They want a man to be masculine. They want him. You watch and the most handsome, the most masculine. Who are they? Who are they appealing to? They're appealing to the emotions of the woman. So it's our emotion that's running this realm. Our emotions, they know how to invoke this emotional aspect of us, and and women, we are naturally attracted to that masculinity. We are naturally attracted to that masculinity. But what they do, we're not attracted to that masculinity um, in the real world, where we see sometimes we are, and it's those women who are in their divine feminine. And when I mean masculinity, um, is that uh, just what a, what men were created to be: providers, leaders, loving protectors of men, protectors of women, protectors of children, providing for their family. And yes, the physical aspect of it, they let us think that the muscles and whatever, but I just think that in a our ancestors' life, it wasn't just a physical attraction. There has to be woman tree. If you see in the jungle, the lioness choose the strongest man, and the strongest male, the male who can fight, male who can lead. And that's who we are, not women. But we give our power willy-nilly to what this world is offering us as what masculinity should be. And the real masculine men, they want to throw them to the circle, throw them to the dogs. And then, yeah, the real men that's out there, that's not wearing the Gucci, that's not overly physical attractive, but are good caregivers, are good providers, are good protectors. So they put these, everything they do in this realm, the creators who know who women naturally are, is they do things to invoke that emotion because we're very powerful. And when it comes to our men, they do things to demasculinate that divine masculine. Those are the things that will cause this world to go in the right direction. So those are the things they use in a way to keep us in oppression and keep us in suppression. And so I'm saying, women, let's be careful who you give your emotions. Be careful, and this love thing, and I'm all in love and all that stuff. Um, it has the older I get, I can see where love is not what Valentine's Day is. Love is if you're married, if you love a person, you can fall in love with them just by the way they treat their children, not what they can give you physically, but when a man, let's go with man right now, can exude that divine masculinity. That's what, if you're young and you're seeing this video for the first time, when a man can exude that divine masculinity in the way he works, in the way he provides for his family, in the way not just his family, he takes care of the one is the community, help his neighbor. That's divine masculine. That's the divine masculine. That's what women really attracted to. So let's go back to that. And that's how love sparks. Not how many roses he gives you, not how much money he gives you on a given basis. Um, it's just the way he walks in his in his divine masculine. So let's get out of this Rome antics that we're judging each other by. That we were taught the flowers, the candy. Yeah, yeah, they don't have to make special days. Listen, they don't have to make special days for us to show love to each other, but they wanna get that energy from it, and that's their food. That's their food. So we have to wise up now, and yeah, we have to rise up now and let this work our way, not their way, not what we've been taught. Get back to who we naturally are, because the um the consciousness, the energy in this realm right now is working so much for our favor. So much. So much. So, I was watching The Walking Dead and I noticed, I'm like, they just put these characters, and even if they are not real masculine men in real life, they know how to make them masculine. So the women are drawn to these leading characters, and we give our emotions so willy-nilly. Come on, woman, come on. Guard your heart. Understand you're a divine being. Let me tell you, woman, we're here to support. We're here to help the divine masculine. The two as to work together. They have to work together. All right. Okay, another download I get today. Um, this was deep. I got this afternoon. And you know how we all struggles. We struggle into this realm. We come into this realm, and many of us are struggling in many different ways. Um, Especially, I'm not even going to talk about financially. I'm going to talk about emotionally, the mental aspect of us, how much we need a beer, how much we need a cigarette, the addiction aspect of us. Um, are struggling. Some of us, it's like we're in this realm and we just can't get it together. And getting it together, I'm gonna go with emotionally, because when we're emotionally intact, the financial part of it lines up. Because I'm thinking what I got today is that we are struggling so much. Some people are struggling so much in this realm because we're missing the divine aspect of ourselves. We are missing the divine aspect of ourselves. We are separated from who we naturally are. It's like a child that is lost without their mother to guide them and to lead them. But the trouble is, we think we're separated from the divine aspect of us, the God aspect. We think we're separated, but we're not. It's because we think this world is so real, and what we see in the mirror, that's all it is. There's nothing else than the fleshly aspect of us. of us and what we're seeing in the world around us. So the depression, the addiction, and all those stuff is that we are not tapping in. We're our divine beings first, people. People, we are divine beings first. We are not flesh first. It's like who we are is like Earth is like you go to another country. You know they said when you're in Rome, do what the Romans do. This is what this flesh is like. Because you're such a divine being, you could go anywhere and adapt and put on an avatar and put on a new avatar. That's who we are. So when we're struggling in this realm, emotionally, we're not walking in our as if you're a mother and you're out there and you can't you're so you can't be the mother to your children emotionally like you're supposed to. Don't let the world let you think that there's something wrong with you. It's because the go-to people that we've been taught to go to, the churches, the this, the that, they're not helping because they're telling you to look outside yourself. That's what they're telling you. And the answer is all within. The answer is all within. It's any time. It's like the parable about the prodigal son. That's what this was all about. Finding your divinity, finding that true aspect of yourself, finding it. That's what the parable about the prodigal son is. It is. We're here. We're here to find our father, our mother. And father and mother can be the leader, the head of this body. So say our real self is here. We're so we can't even understand how beautifully and wonderfully made we are. We're lost when we think that this body is all it. We're lost when we think that we're separated. Um, when we think this is it and this is the body and the world say you should do this and world say you should do that, you are longing to merge with the divine aspect of you. You are longing to go to your father. You are longing. You are divine being. You're not this flesh. So if you're out there and you're suffering from some, I'm going to go mental issues. I'm going to go with addiction issues, not money problems. Because when we came here, we didn't care about money. Money, they don't need money. They just use money to oppress us. This world is not run on money. This world is run on energy. So if you're out there with some mental issue, addiction issues, all that's happening to you is that you are missing the divine aspect of you, the aspect of you that makes you feel whole. You came here and you got caught up in this physical realm and think, oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is me. You get caught up in this physical realm and forgetting the higher, the divine aspect of you. So now you're here and you're missing who you truly are. And if you find this video, please sit down, be quiet. You can only find that that higher aspect of yourself when you go within. Ask questions. Where am I? What am I lacking? Give your higher self room to come in. Don't get so all caught up in what your friends are doing, what the government is doing. Go within. Know that everything is within. Know that you control your destiny. At any time, like the prodigal son, you can get up. You can get up if you stop. If you're fed up of eating with the pigs, if you're fed up of being fed up, at any time you can say, Father, I have sinned against heaven. And don't forget the sin, because I put their sin in there. Sin is just not knowing who you are. Sin is walking outside your divinity. That's what sin is. At any time when you accept that you are your own universe, when you accept that there's nothing outside of you that's hurting you, nothing, no one, it's only you. Renew your mind. Your divinity is waiting for you to come back to it. It's never gone, it's never separated. So just take responsibility. All these diseases, all these not diseases, but mental issues that we have, we're just who we naturally are when we decide to reincarnate on this world. Is We're divine beings, and when we come here, we forget that and get caught up in this world that has no satisfaction. All this world teaches us is to think we could get a house and a car and try to replace, use those things to replace who we naturally are. That's what this world want to do. You think the car and the house and what they're charging for all those things, they knew we were gonna miss and long to be the divine people that we are, of knowledge of the universe, of knowledge of everything, of knowledge how to create our own energy. They knew that. So what they do, they create money and they create a system where we can buy, we think, with these materialistic things. But these materialistic things doesn't replace who we naturally are. Who we naturally are. And then they try to let us worry about other people's opinion. And no one matters except you. No one matters except you knowing that, listen, I am the divine being, and you see everyone as the same way. You don't think you are better and than your neighbor, even better than the grass, even better than the water. We're all connected. We're all connected. So when you start seeing the world that, listen, I am important. I have the same power that the sun has, that the moon has, that the ocean has. Like when the Bible says do not serve other gods, what do you think it's saying? Don't worship other people who are just like you. That's what it's telling us. And no one wants to tell us the power, the building that not made with hands, how beautifully and wonderfully made we are. So if this message find you, know that you are the master of your own universe. So at any time, you can stand up and say, I am tired of this, I'm sick of this, and I'm gonna um, have a mindset that I am important, I am a divine being, I am connected to the divine source with my mind, with my thoughts. I can create any situation for myself, and I'm gonna think that I am healed. I'm healed of my addictions, I'm healed of my mental issues. And what I do, I said I give it to my higher self. I give it to my higher self, because I got maybe my higher self told me that an aspect of me live on every dimension. So you're not here alone in this incarnation. Your ancestors are still here. Your people you think are past are still here. They're just vibrating at a frequency that you can't see. Ask your guides. Ask the universe. Sometimes I say universe. Ask them to direct you. We were taught to pray and beg. Ask them to lead and guide your every steps. What things that you can't understand, the you ones, but you have to ready to surrender. They can't help you if you're still caught up in the world and think you're a part of this, and you don't have a divine aspect of you. As the parable of the prodigal son tells us, you have to come to that understanding. You have to come to that understanding. They can't help us if you don't know who you are. If you don't know who you are, the universe can't help you. Your higher selves and your divine aspect of you can't, because you're so caught up in this religion, this politics, what your friends saying, what you see on TV, and what everyone think about you, except who you really are. So this is my revelation today. If you are out there in somewhere, you can't function in this world. Don't think it's because you're a bad person or you're worse than anyone. No. Even the homeless guy, we're not better than anyone. So if you no, you're not. You just got to know who you are. Come to the knowledge that you are just like anybody else, and you deserve to have a wonderful life, and there's a higher aspect of you, and you're just in this world for an experience and to create and to create, but you have to understand who you are. And let me see if I have any more. Yeah, one more thing. I think I got this last night. Tiredness. If you're out there, you're feeling tired, it's because the consciousness and the realm is really, really moving faster than what the clock the clock can't even keep up with the consciousness. The speed of what everything else is doing. Mother Earth is doing her thing. Mother Earth is rising, and we all are rising, and we're feeling the effects of it. I know if you can't sleep, if you're tired than usual, you're just feeling the effects of what's going on, not just on Earth, in the universe. Remember, we're connected. So don't run to the no, I'm not going to say that, but just remember that you're connected to everything that happened in the universe, and as the scripture says, there's a time for everything. So this is the time we're living, and it's marvelous. It's marvelous, 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 marvelous. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you if you joined me. Thank you. And I'll post this video later if you watch this at a later time. Thank you always for watching. Be blessed, everyone.